dun, dun. Hello, there we are. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Redshirts Gaming. I'm Redshirts, and this is the second episode of Mystery Dice. We have one player who is going to be absent today. Jay couldn't make it, and our dear Ella, Janie, she is supposed to be here in a bit. We're waiting, but it was taking a bit too long to stay offline. So we're gonna start everything, and then we'll see when she pops in. Bum, bum. All right, then for the intros, like I said, I'm Redshirts Gaming. This is my Twitch channel. I stream here as often as I can, but every Wednesday and every other Saturday for the D&D, of course. I also do YouTube videos, and you can find me everywhere that's social media, mostly, with either Redshirts Gaming or Redshirts Games. Look it up, you'll find me. I also do miniature painting commissions, but I don't know if you guys have any use for that. Right above me, we've got Just Drawn. Go ahead, boy.
I am, of course, Just Drawn Radio. Can be found at the same for the Twitter handle. I do a radio show and podcast where I review comic books, occasionally do some tattoo art and other types of comic-related drawings. As always, it's a pleasure to be here, folks.
Alex?
Alex Shits. I'm not as talented as the other two. I'm just your Twitter goon who sends multiple memes. But I'm both a voice actor and I'm good at D&D, I guess. So that's a talent in itself.
Don't sell yourself short. Just because you don't do stuff online doesn't mean you can't do stuff.
Yeah.
What? All right. For the people watching, Elms, give him a break. He's got to get up basically an hour earlier than we do. So, but
it's still dark outside.
Yeah, for him right now it's 6:44. So, right? Am I right? Right? I'm right, aren't I?
Yeah, about 6:42. 6:42.
Yeah. Okay. Just about.
Basically, it's very, very dark, and I'm
Hey,
very tired.
Elmstead, you're an hour early. That's not our fault. All right. For the people watching, I've introduced something new this week. I don't know if it's going to be used, but you have the option. I have added donation incentives for the people who are so interested in supporting the channel. We have €1 for +1 for a pool of player roles. I'm gonna have to phrase that differently. +1 for player roles, and we put that in a pool. So for every separate euro you donate, the players get a pool. They can pull +1s for the rolls out of. I'm not gonna put a limit on that. So if you get 20 in there, you can add 20 at once if you want to. So guys, that's for you. For 3, we give inspiration to the players, just like the I forgot the name. Thingy. No, let's see. Inspiration. Gods, early. Damn it. Right. The players can get advantage on their roll if they choose to use one of their inspirations. This is separate from DM inspiration that I can give to the players. They can still have one of those at a time. But this is basically a pool that they can draw out of if they want to. And then we have a $5 if you want to support dear old me. The DM inspiration rolls. You can give me advantage if you want to give the other guys a hard time. And Elms, the logo in the middle is always there. I just didn't have anything else to put over Jay because she's not here. Nick or Janie should be here ASAP, I hope. And we also have, for the people who are followers or who are here more often, for the channel point, the dice that I introduced, for 200 of these channel points, I'm gonna have to look if I added that already. choose strike pose for the moment. Anyway, for 200 dice, you can ask a character questions, which I will answer at the start of next stream. I'm gonna pull those up, and next stream will answer those. And make it normal questions, people. They can refuse to answer them if it's either idiotic or too deep into their backstory and they don't want to reveal it yet. Alrighty. Let's see. One of the cats is sneezing?
Yep, he's got a hairball.
Alrighty. Then we are going to start this show. Okay, Elms, if you do redeem that, make sure you either say what pose or the question for what character. Because now I don't know what you want with that. That's not for the players, you jackass. It's the Duracell rabbit. I put the Duracell rabbit on there, and yes, I love you too, man. Yeah, I know him in real life. I know him in real life. Don't worry.
It's allowed. It's viable. It's fine.
All right. Okay. So, does either of you two want to give us a summary of what happened last time?
I can go in my notes and see what sporadic notes I wrote down, because that's how I work.
Yeah. Anyone? Yeah.
I remember there about a mob that happened, a riot. We almost all got caught up in it and almost all got arrested as well, because apparently we were instigators, but we weren't doing anything. As the riot ended, we met, I believe, Daragon, who was the main head, and Saz, who was some other guy. And they asked us for our assistance in dealing with a set of crimes that have been going on. Stop me if I'm like...
Yeah.
But
Good dude.
they wanted us to go and sort their problems out for them because they're a bit sparse and they don't have a lot of maneuverability on the subject because they have to deal with this riot and stuff going on. So it involved us going to the homeless district.
The poorer district, but not homeless. Yeah.
I wrote. My brain read just mostly homeless in the disappearances in poor district. We know that there was no evidence initially, but we hear that there might be some involvement from the underworld. There was a mention of a girl who got missing called Alessandra, I think it was, and we found some rough scratches at her home, some gashes in the walls with a sharp object, and a blunt force on the door as we entered.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we were going down a grate.
Yeah. Let me get some more info on that. You met Chase in the tavern where you got the information, and all four of you. So Ella, the lady, the gnome, Stilfin with Freya, and of course Verit, the centaur. Go names. You all went to investigate a home from one of the patrons that had been missing and presumably taken by whatever it is that took people at the moment. You find some clues, fur scratches, indeed holes and stuff like that. The place was trashed, and then Chase found a trail leading from the house to a alleyway a bit further down, where you all discovered a grate in the floor. I think it was Verit that pulled it out because nobody else had the freaking strength. And you were about to go down it, and that's where we ended last time.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did
Alright.
note as well as that the suspicion is that some type of really big rat was the source of the damage.
It's Skaven.
Big creatures.
It was a big rat.
Rats. We are the rats.
All right, and there we go. Again, Jamie can pop in whenever she wants or can, and I'll I'll take control of Chance for a bit, and then you go.
So I believe the initial problem before the end of the last session was how the fuck am I going to get down this grate?
Yeah, a centaur and what was it? I think it was an 8-foot drop or something.
Yeah, you said it was wide enough for me to fit.
Yeah, it was wide enough. Yeah, that's true, but it was 8 to 10 foot down.
I'll look towards the rest of the party.
Chance looks at you, gives you one of those weird looks, and then he just shrugs. She has no idea.
I believe if you lot just head down first, I'll think of something.
Okay. I hop on Freya and head down.
Forgot about the voice.
Never forget about the voice. Never.
Powered by gnome.
Powered by gnome. Okay, wait, there were bars at the side, so you could hold them and climb down. How are you gonna get Freya down?
Just give her a command to hop down.
All right, Freya looks down, looks at you, blinks a few times, and then jumps down. Let me see what. All right. She lands on the floor, and she slides down a bit because there's a lot of mud. It's a bit more damp down there, and she slides down, hits the wall to the side because she slides to the side, but nothing bad happens.
Awesome.
All right. I'm assuming you climb down too.
Yes. Just go down. Use the bars.
All right. Use the bars. No skill check required. They're bars. I mean, they're made to climb. So you climb down. You step down onto the floor, and it is muddy. It is dirty. You sink down about half an inch. It's really yeah. It's really it's you don't know if it's mud per se, but it's yeah. You wanna think it's mud.
I hope it's mud.
All right. Chance looks down, sighs, and climbs down after you. So does Ella. And yeah, Ferret. What post cheered up?
So when you say bars, like ladder bars going down, or as if you were climbing a ladder down to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
If it's wide enough for me to go down, I'll it's really awkward climbing. Shit.
It is, yeah. You're the one that decided to go Centaur, man.
That is correct. I didn't expect to challenge this early on. This is the biggest challenge I will ever face. A go-to is going to be really awkward. I'm going to try and sort of... Are we alright? Oh,
What?
no, it's nothing. It's just the pose happened when I was in the
Yeah,
video.
yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna move to one end of the grate and back up like I'm some sort of really weird truck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep looking behind me just to make sure I know when my leg's about to hit like the gap in the floor, and when I know it, I'm gonna just try and slowly lower myself down.
All right.
Just using my front-ish legs as a general support to try and just get my horse body down into the grate itself.
All right. I know you're really strong, but give me a strength check at disadvantage because this is even for you. This is bullshit.
You can do it.
We're already not looking so good, boys.
Okay. Stilfin, you standing under the rungs, or have you moved away?
I'm getting out of the way.
Okay. And so does the rest.
I'll have to 6.
Oh. I'll pull Freya out of the way as well.
All right, so there's room. So, what'd you roll?
A 6.
6. Oh, so you start climbing down. You really have to hold on. It's really taking a lot out of you, and you sometimes you some once in a while you use your front hooves. I'm gonna just call it to try to get on one of the rungs, and your hooves slip off the metal. You suddenly hang by well, basically one hand because the other one was going for the next rung, and you get pulled down by your own weight, and you slam down into the mud, and your entire downside is covered in muck, hopefully mud. You're not damaged, but you're dirty as fuck.
It's like the typical shake off. Like his tail just
Mhm.
splashes up some.
Like dogs and cats do.
Yeah, his tail splashes up, which is hopefully mud
Mhm.
across itself.
All right. Stilfin, do you want to dodge that or not?
I'm gonna hide behind Freya.
Okay, I'm gonna give you that. Freya's dirty as hell.
He stands up, brings his hand around, brushes around the front of himself,
Mm-hmm.
and he would give a look to Chance. He says, "Don't say anything."
Chance is really, really trying to hold back, but you can see that there's either a laugh coming or well something else. Something else. You started to get to know her a little bit, so yeah.
I collect up my sword. Which do we have any directions to go from here, or
Now there's one way to go from here. It's a path a bit downwards and straight ahead.
I suppose if I lead on, they might see me as a rat, considering I now smell like one.
Make squeaky sounds.
I don't think that's possible. Squeak, squeak. As I walk down that direction as I'm saying that.
All right. All right. You guys, the entire group starts walking. Um, you notice that there's not really much of a trail to follow because of the wetness of the floor. It really it's really fluid. Let's put it that way. And you do realize that there's never gonna even if there is a track down here, it's never gonna stay for long. Good thing for you, bad thing for the well, good thing for the ones that you follow, bad thing for you. Let's put it that way. You go on. It's a dark place. It's a bit of an arched tunnel you're going through. Old bricks, dirty, really dirty. And after about a minute or 10, you come into what looks like a sewer system.
Okay.
And there you basically it's a T intersection. You come onto another basically a sewer from the side. You see a bit of water running down a canal, and then 2 walkways to the side.
Can I check either sides of the T intersection, like the floors, to see if there's any remains of tracks?
It's stone. You
Oh.
can do an investigation, but don't know if you're gonna find anything.
We'll see. I might as well give it a shot. This dice doesn't like me today, dude. Yeah, it doesn't.
And you should switch it out.
That's 7.
7. All right. You look around a bit and cool, rocks, stone. Yeah. No tracks.
Well, wherever this rat-like thing has gone,
Mm-hmm.
certainly not here. Does that cat have any sense of smell in it?
Yep, it has one of the best smelling smellotron devices installable.
Do you think it could smell what you describe as a giant rat?
Yep. Stilfin asks Freya to attempt to track.
All right.
Perception bonus of +4.
Yeah, and an advantage as well, right or not?
Yes.
Yeah. So
I
go
believe
ahead.
so. First roll 19.
Mm-hmm.
Second roll not 19. So,
I'm assuming you had Freya sniff the fur that you guys had.
yes.
Yeah. All right. Just like a big dog. Almost, but better because
Kitty
it's
beasts
cats.
like to hunt rats.
Yeah. Freya smells a bit and starts moving back and forth on the on this side of the on your side of the walkway, and then suddenly appears to pick up something and starts moving to the left and starts
Good kitty
moving
beast.
down.
And just start following along. It knows that it's got to track.
Yeah. The gangways on both sides are about it's a big sewer. It's about 8 foot 10 foot on each side, and then you have about 5 foot of a canal in the middle. But it's a pretty big walkway. They meant it to be easily maintainable, so you have the room to walk.
Yeah, they accommodate down here.
Sorry?
Things. They accommodate down here for all things for larger races. I'm not trying to get down.
Yeah.
Maybe they had a better on ramp for you somewhere else.
They might have. This was not an official entrance.
You have a point.
Anywho, you guys keep going. And I would like for you to make a perception check.
Okay. 17.
Switch dice.
15.
No, same dice. I just hit them a little bit.
Sorry, 17 and
15.
15. All right. So you keep walking, and you start seeing some cobwebs on the tops of the sewer that you're walking through. Not dusty per se, but spiders probably. They live somewhere, of course. And you start walking. There's more spider webs, and then you start hearing something ahead of you. You hear actually, you know that it's footsteps. Humanoid, probably.
What? How far ahead of us? Can I tell, or
Maybe 20 feet. It's a bit darkish down there.
Right. What am I looking for here? Nothing. Does it sound like the footsteps are in a form of like a rush, or?
Sorry, in the form. Oh, if they're in a rush, you mean?
Yeah.
No, not really. You hear the footsteps coming closer
Towards us.
Yes.
Anywhere on the sides to try and hide a massive body, or will I just have to?
Not really. No.
Okay, well, I do the stealthiest thing I know how. I bring out my greatsword and I hold it in front of me intimidatingly, because anyone can be sneaky if you scare away the people looking for you.
That's true. Stilfin, you see Verit pulling out his sword.
Oh.
Ella steps back a bit behind you guys. And when you look around, Chance is gone.
We lost our friend.
I'm certain she'll turn up again. We have a little bit of a bigger problem at the moment.
Oh, Freya, battle mode.
So you jump off Freya, I'm assuming?
Yep.
All right. And Freya tenses up a bit as far as a mechanical creature can tense up. You really programmed some cat-like behavior into her. And you see several small spikes over the back and over the entire body pick up a bit, as if putting up the hair. You know, it's like little metal points that are sticking out at towards the back. And Freya is ready, as far as you can tell.
I'll pull out my revolver as well.
All right. So one guy with a big sword, and you see a small guy with something strange in his hands.
I give it a look. It's familiar. I don't really know what it is, but
No,
I'll
not
try
not
it.
on your the continent where you're from. This is you haven't seen it there. You player knowledge. This is something from this continent specifically.
As in, this is something from the continent I'm on right now.
Yeah.
So I literally have no idea what this is.
No,
I'm not very familiar.
you
with
do
what
not
it
know.
is. But I'll trust it, assuming the gnome hasn't decided to use it on me yet.
Yeah. All right, and you wait. I'm assuming you don't move.
I'm sort of waiting until I can see what it exactly is before I attempt anything.
There is some dim light at the moment. I don't know if you have gnomes have dark vision. I think.
Yes.
Centaurs, do they? I'm thinking they don't.
I don't think we do. I mean, I'm gonna double check now because I'm not particularly entirely certain.
I don't think they do. Honestly.
No, we do not.
All right, so you see almost nothing. You can see like 2-3 feet ahead of you, and then some shadows.
I allow that to be known, and I say, just tell me when something is moving, and then I will charge at it.
Okay.
All right. While you guys are waiting there, Stilfin, you, because Ella, she also has no dark vision, so she's behind you guys and is like, what's happening? I can't see. Out of character, I don't know if she has stuff like dancing lights or something, so I'm not gonna assume she does. Besides, if you want to remain sneaky, yeah. Stilfin, you see movement ahead, and you see a humanoid figure walking towards you. You can't see his features yet, but he is coming closer, and you are in. If you can see him, he probably can see you.
We may have someone coming. Barrett, not sure.
What was that?
Something's coming.
So do I charge?
Not yet. It doesn't look like they have a weapon.
Yeah, they don't seem to be. You assume they can see you. They don't seem threatening at the moment. They don't act threatening.
I'll sling my great sword briefly back over my back, open up a satchel on my side. I'm going to see if I can acquire one of my torches in my tinderbox, just to see if I can quickly light up a torch.
Alrighty. You quickly light a torch and you pull it up, your eyes have to adjust to the light for a moment. It's a big difference, and the person ahead of you suddenly rears back his hand in front of his face, and then after a few seconds puts it down, and you see a person with a dark cloak with his hood up, unarmed, with his hands to his side, as in holding it up to his side.
This isn't a good look for you, is it?
Oh, you're saying that?
Yeah. You didn't expect to see this when you came down here, did you?
And he's standing there. I had no idea what to expect here. But can you lower the light a bit, please? I'm not used to this.
I'll lower the light when I see
so
fit.
you lower it a bit, and the light
I'm saying I will lower the light when I see fit.
Oh, all right. So he's okay. All right. What are you guys doing here?
We should ask you the same question.
I come here all the time. I've never seen you guys before.
We're looking for a giant rat.
Subtlety.
A giant what now?
Rat thing, fur, teeth, tail.
Okay. He lowers his hand and he puts him on his side, looks at you, looks at Ferret, then at Ella. It's like, oh, seriously, what are you guys doing here?
Nobody ever listens to the gnome.
The gnome speaks truth.
It's not that I think he doesn't speak the truth, but here?
The tracks led here. And I would more than likely assume rats live in the sewer, so
well, it's not a bad assumption, but you guys aren't supposed to be here.
And you are?
Let's just call me a resident of this area.
A resident of the sewer.
Me and a few of my other friends, yeah.
Are you really that poor that you have to?
It's a choice, really, and it's not the sewer per se. Let's say the underside of the city.
Right.
We have our locations, but
An undercity.
not per se. We have a few places linked to the sewer. Let's just call it that.
Potentially, they could aid us in our investigation, I would say.
No, well, basically, we want you out. You need to go.
I'm afraid that's not going to happen.
He puts his finger up and he snaps. And behind him, a few more shadows appear just out of reach of the light. I am afraid I'm going to have to insist that you go.
This isn't a very good choice for you. You don't seem to know what I am.
I've heard of your kind. I haven't seen him before, but I've heard of him. And you say it's not a good choice, but there's what, 3 of you?
There was 4.
Well, that doesn't help you now, does it?
Excuse me.
Yes, little one?
We're trying to find somebody who went missing from the top side and something drugged them down here, so we're here to try and find and save them. Can we do that first?
Let's be honest. That's not my problem.
We're here on God duty. God business.
Again, not my problem.
It
Even
is.
less of our problem.
Now the true colors reveal. A criminal?
You could call it that if you want to.
Stiflin,
Yep.
can you hold that weird weapon in your one hand and this torch in the other?
Yep.
Grand. And I'll offer the torch down.
And then he's looking at you guys like, you guys know that there's, and he's pointing behind him, and then there's like, at the moment, 4 figures there.
And then I'll bring out my greatsword.
Size isn't everything, you know.
My gods will protect me.
All
Are
right.
you sure that a bunch of odd cloaked figures really want to do battle?
Are you sure you want to fight in a place you've never been before?
You're defending a creature that's been taken from the above. You're obviously not allowing us to do our duty, therefore I can only assume that you are an enemy. And Sylvanas will make sure that your carcass is thrown to the wayside.
All right. Yes, Stilfin?
Well, can we ask you something before we get to the bad stuff?
And he sighs deeply, and he looks at you, and he's like, "Are you really?" I said, "Okay, sure."
We don't want to fight. Just somebody went missing from upstairs, up top, and they could be in trouble or hurt, and that's just what we're down here to help do. That's all. We don't want to get into trouble or anything. It's just somebody needs help. That's all for us.
Mm-hmm. All right. And that's real good for you, little guy. But we don't care.
I tried.
And
Diplomacy is not a gnome thing.
you see his hand going up, and while it's halfway up, you see suddenly 1 or 2 of the shadows behind him disappear. And suddenly, ah! And then he stops. What? And he looks to the other 2 that's back there, and he tries to see, but the light has given him a bit of a dark blindness. I don't know how you call that.
How far away from us are they right now?
He's about 10 feet away from you.
Okay. While he's distracted, can I run up on him?
You can, but the moment you run up on him, nothing happens to you, but you hear another two, ah! And he's completely turned around, startled, and you run up on him. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, considering he's startled, sure, but he was the one who instigated it. I'm gonna run up.
Yeah, he's not startled of you. He's startled of what behind him.
Well, I'm gonna look to Stiflin, and I'm gonna say, "Quick!" And I now run up, not to attack him, but to see what startled him.
Sure. Stefan runs ahead too.
I'll command Freya to go ahead of me,
Mm-hmm.
and then I follow behind.
Alrighty. In that case, I'm going to have to pull up something for you guys. Just a moment. I'm gonna have to edit something on the fly because less players. That's not the one we needed to do. That's not right. That's not right.
Man's is big.
That was way too big.
This
Way too big. Let's see.
That was Barrett and Stiflin's canonic size difference.
Yeah, that's true though. That is true. I'm not gonna say that's not true because it is. It really is. Let's.
It's a small gnome after all.
There we go. All right.
Start, dude.
Hmm?
It's a start.
Yeah.
We'll say that. Looks pretty good.
Oh, wait. Is that better, Elms? I gotta edit that at a time. All right. Gotta make this smaller though. There we go. All right. I'm gonna have to take off my headsets. Oh wait, it was Dutch. It wasn't Elms. Sorry, but I'm gonna have to take off my headset to draw something real quick. You guys get Janie up to speed. All right.
All right.
Sure.
Stuff does happen. Yeah, the stuff that happened was I managed to get down the grate by gracefully falling and splashing myself full of whatchamacallit. What I hope isn't shite. Jeez.
There we go. My brilliant art skills.
That's incredible.
Yeah. If something's not clear, just let me know because I understand that it's not perfect on this camera right now. So if you have any questions, just ask him. Wait, he was a bit closer. He was there. All right, the red white dude. Wait, I'm gonna. This is Verit. Freya's next to him.
Which one's first?
Sorry.
Right.
So
right, I see.
The white dude's Verit. The cat's next to him. Behind Freya, there's Stilfin, and Ella, you're next to that. And then the guy in front, that's the guy that was talking to you. By the way,
Again, as we come up.
yeah, let me ask you something first. Does Ella have something like dancing lights? Because she has no dark vision, of course. There's a torch on right now. But just so we know, does she normally have light spells or anything? It doesn't mean you have to use them, of course. It's just for so we know.
She has dark vision.
Does she?
Dark vision, 60 feet.
I thought she was a human. I might be wrong. Sorry.
It says can see in dim light within 60 feet of you.
She was human, right?
Yes.
She might be getting through something else.
Maybe. Yeah. We'll just assume you have it, and we'll look into that later.
The dragon mark.
Oh, the dragon mark. Right. She has a dragon mark. Right. Great. No problems. Anyway, like I said, there were 4 shadows, people that disappeared from behind them, and you were doing something, Verit?
Yeah, I was running up to see what startled Mr. Man. Like, I'm coming up from behind him in order to see if I can actually protect his ass.
Alright. Just a small moment. So you try to protect him.
Yeah, I want to first get a spectrum of what's attacking them first.
Alright, so you run up to him? Basically?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, and when you're there, Stilfin, do you run with him?
I command Freya to follow. I keep back.
You keep back? Alright. So that means you have the torch.
I command Freya to keep pace.
So keep that in mind, you have the torch.
I'll command Freya to keep with him. I will follow, and I'll keep one space back from the centaur.
Freya follows, and one space back, so about there. There's a bit of a delay there. Yeah, there we go. When you guys get there, does Ella follow, by the way? Or does she stay back? You have enough light to see by right now, because the torch is in the center.
She kind of stays.
Yeah, you stay?
Kind of like behind where she is. Because she's behind somebody?
She's the one at the first behind to the left for you. Basically, she's straight behind Verit, but a few spaces back.
Okay, she's gonna move up with everyone else.
So all right, yeah. So you're all clumped there, when you get there, all 3 of you, because Chance bugged out, see something, and then you think, oh wait, spider webs, and you see that thing popping up.
Giant enemy spider. Giant enemy spider.
And I want everybody to roll initiative.
Okay. Here we go again.
6.
Let's
That's
roll as
pretty
well.
okay.
It just put up.
Janie has 6, that's it? For Ella, I mean?
Yeah, I just woke up. Oh wait, we're supposed to. Yeah, it's 6. There's
no dex bonus?
I'm slow.
Alright. Ferret.
No.
That's a 12.
12. Could have been worse. Stilfin?
Could be a 6.
17.
17. And then let me roll as well. Where's my dice? There's my dice. Ba-ba-ba. All right. That means that Stilfin is first.
Oh no!
So, what do you do?
This is a bad idea.
It's 25 foot
I'll-
away from you at the moment, and you're behind Freya, and it's nomming on one of the
Yep.
one of the other guys that he caught.
As much as Stilfin does not want to, he's going to try and be a hero. Bonus action, of course, command Freya to go attack.
All right. Freya acts immediately, right?
So Freya runs off my initiative,
Yep.
and it's just sacrifice the bonus action to command her. Otherwise, she defends.
All right. Then she
So
walks. Right?
I will. First thing I'll do is I'll instruct. Yep.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
And force empowered rend.
Sorry.
Force empowered rend.
Oh, that's an attack. Yeah. Yeah.
+4 to hit. 1d8 plus 3 force damage, since I get a +1 from my proficiency. And she whacks him for 5 plus 3. 5.
So 8.
5 the physical plus 2 force.
Yeah, that's no 7 then. 7. All right. But boom, that's
I can't do math at this hour, apparently.
yeah, that's a massive hit already. All right. Freya hits
Stilfin
the.
is going to use his revolver.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll let you. Sorry.
No. Do.
Okay. Stilfin's going to then follow up with his revolver, and he's going to shoot.
All right.
I think he froze up.
I was just waiting for you.
Oh, sorry. Your frame froze up. Just let me double check my numbers just to make sure. And the revolver is 15. I rolled 12 plus 3 for the attack bonus. Yeah,
That
so
hits.
15.
Yeah.
Okay. And revolver is 1d10 piercing.
1d10 piercing. Go ahead.
He's using the standard bullets, not the...
Yep.
That shit hurts, dude.
Damn. All right. 9 damage.
9 damage. Oh, wow.
The gods of dice are loving me today.
Yeah, it's not bad. Alrighty. That was... You don't want to move, or you're staying there?
I'll move. I'll stay there so I can provide light.
All right, so you're in the center, next to the water. Let's call it. So Freya, she tried to maul, or actually scratch. Basically, she pawed at him, at the spider. Tried to pull off one of his legs. Basically, she gave it a nasty gash. The spider reared back. You hear a bit of a high-pitched noise coming from the spider. Kind of a spider scream, as it were. And then suddenly, all of you guys hear a massive bang from next to you. It's because it's a revolver in an enclosed space.
Oops.
So everybody rears back for a moment. Verid has never heard or seen this before. Ella might have heard. Ella might have heard of revolvers, but
thunderclap.
yeah, It is. So, just so you know, that's what happened. The spider, when it reared up, you hit him on the underside, and it really, really damaged him. It really hurt him. And then it is Verit's turn.
I'm gonna maneuver around the guy and Freya to get to the front line as well,
All right.
just to get up in his grill.
There you go.
We'll go ahead and I'm gonna do a reckless attack to gain advantage. And I'm going to swing with my greatsword.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I like that one.
That's positive.
Okay, so roll over way. That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool. And then it's Frostbrand, isn't it? So that's 2d6 for a greatsword plus an additional d6 of cold. So I'll just roll the first 2d6. That one's cold.
Was Frostbrand? Did you need to activate it, or was it once per?
No, it's just when you hit someone with the attack, they take additional.
Oh, it's always
damage.
active. All right. I forgot.
Yeah. Oh, and I also is a good thing to notice as well. It sheds bright light in a 10-foot radius when it's drawn.
Oh wait, yeah, forgot that.
Oh, and I drew the weapon. Oh, and I drew the weapon. That means the torch just gets extinguished.
Oh yeah.
It extinguishes all non-magical flame in it.
Yeah, no more torchlight.
So it's just torch.
Let's just say that happened now.
Thankfully, the sword itself is producing 10 foot of light, so that's a good benefit.
Yeah, but not as much as the torch.
That was 7 damage on the regular attack, and an additional 5 cold damage.
7 plus 5. All right. 12. Alrighty. Just a small moment.
And he's maneuvering the greatsword the same way like a regular swordsman would maneuver a regular longsword. There's no sense of struggle in it.
Still he's completely in awe of this.
He's big. All right. And then Ella. The spider is not looking great.
Well, I'm going to use Firebolt cantrip.
Firebolt, all right.
And
roll to attack.
Firebolt, it's dice. It's 18 plus 3. 21.
That's a hit.
To say that was a hit.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's a d10 damage, so don't mind me, I just lost my dice. So I gotta get another one. Okay, this is the 10. Okay, this is a really silly question.
Yeah.
It's a 0.
That's on a D10. That's a 10.
I picked the wrong one to roll.
Woo!
Okay. Well, that's what I rolled.
Oh, hey, thanks for the follow.
So the 0 is a 10 on the D10?
Yeah, if you roll a D10 and it's a 0, you roll a 10. Yeah.
Okay, it's a 0.
All right, so 10 damage. So you put your hand out and you did you use a wand? No, I'm just wondering if you use a wand or another arcane focus, or did you use components?
There's another there's a You didn't put the necklace. You should have like an arcane necklace.
Arcane necklace. All right. So you how do I say this? You spin your hands around your necklace, around the charm on your necklace, and a light emits from it. You pull it in your hands and you throw it at the spider, turning into a flaming line, basically hitting it square in the face and burning its eyes out. And you see it twitching a bit, and it falls down dead. All right. All seems quiet for the
Shake
moment.
blood off the greatsword.
All seems quiet for the moment, but then all of a sudden you hear two pops.
No.
One is barely hanging on to the edge above the water with his legs, and one pops up behind you guys. Let's see for a moment.
All these guys.
And then, yeah, Parrot, you wanted to say something?
I take a look to the hooded figure, and with the one-liner vibe in mind, he says, "A very smart choice to live in the sewer."
He looks at you right at the moment that that one of the spiders tries to bite into him. All right, that's a hit. Where is it? There it is. And then a Constitution saving throw that he failed. Few dice. Yeah, he looks at you. He wants to respond, and then suddenly the spider bites into him. You see two of his fangs actually digging into his chest, and you see his face going pale. His mouth drops open, and he drops backwards dead. So he's gone. And then the spider behind you guys.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. And the spider behind you guys attacks Stilfin. It's 15.
Sorry?
A 15.
Missed by 1.
Miss. Oh, so he tries to bite you,
Stilfin.
but he, yeah, you just jump out of the way.
I cower behind something.
Yeah, well, there's not much to cower behind at the moment. All
Guys,
right. Yeah, Stilfin, it's your turn again.
All right. First, I send the command to Freya to help. So attack the spider.
Mm-hmm. So it turns around, takes one step back. Or you mean the other spider behind you? Because that's some.
Plus...
Yeah, she cannot get there.
No. And holy cow. Okay, me and math is not doing good today. Attack 17.
17, that hits.
Okay. And of course, Force Empowered Rend. 6 plus 3, 9 points.
9 points.
3 physical,
damage.
3 force. Or
Yep.
6 physical, 3 force.
Yep. So that's 20. Yeah, alright. The claw strikes the other spider on the side, and you see a few gashes appear at the back. Green blood trickling down over the back body of the spider. But standing, not really a problem. Your turn, Stilfin.
Yep. Then I will follow it up. Revolver again.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me a second to do math because I am not good at it today. 14 plus 3.
14 plus 3, that's it's a hit. Yeah, 17.
Okay. And it's still standard ammo.
All right.
5.
5. All right.
5 piercing.
Yeah.
I don't think revolvers get damage bonuses from dex, does it?
I don't.
It's a
No, I
ranged
wouldn't
weapon.
assume so either.
No.
No,
Oh,
it's a
then
ranged
6.
weapon. I don't know why not.
Oh.
6. All right.
Okay, 6 points then.
There we go. All right. The bullet it hits the back of the body. And you see it hits at the top and it enters and you see it popping out at the other side. You see a little hole at the top going through the body and it's screaming like hell. Little high screeches. All right, Verret.
Also, the command is to Freya to move as close as possible to me.
All right. Then she would have stood there. All right, Verret.
Perfect.
Okay. Are all of my friends? So first, I'm going to move up to the closest spider to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind if I trample the corpse of the hooded man.
Standing on top. Yeah.
So am I with? So everyone is now within 10 feet of me.
Let's see.
So like all my friends.
No, Stilfen isn't. He's 15 feet.
Stuff it doesn't. Okay. Well,
But the rest is.
I'll happily push my way through. So I'll take the opportunity to rage.
Mm-hmm.
As he very shouts at the top of his lungs for Sylvanus, and his entire mane going down, and his horns, the tips of his horns, hit the tip of his greatsword, just become surrounded by a frosty cover.
Mm-hmm.
As he starts exuding off like an aura of cold.
Ice team.
Everyone who was in 10 feet around me who's an ally gets 2 temporary hit points
There you go.
because of the storm aura.
So Freya and Ella
I'm
get
going
these.
to perform 2 bonus hit points. And I'm going to do another reckless attack, and I'm going to hit the spider again, like this new spider that's closest to me. Please give me better than that. That's a 14.
Let's check. That hits.
Cool. All right. Cool. This is gonna hurt. This is really gonna hurt. Oh. That's 9 damage for the greatsword itself,
Mm-hmm.
and an additional 4 cold damage.
All right. Oh, Stilfen, I assumed you hit the same spider as Freya did?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so I'm doing the right one. All right. So you smash with the cold enhanced weapon, which was already cold enhanced, so that's interesting. You smash down onto the spider. It is still standing, but it's not doing well. Really not doing well. So damage spider in front of you, spider behind you. Ella, you're up.
There's too many spiders in the room.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit the big one, or try to hit the big one with a firebolt. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
20.
Let's see.
Natural?
20. Natural 20?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh wait, I'm supposed to add the So if I add the 3, that's 23.
Doesn't matter. Natural 20. It hits. So you either you can choose to either double your roll, or you can roll double the dice, whatever you want.
Double the dice.
More dice is always more fun.
Okay.
Foosh.
Okay, I only have one. 1 second, I gotta get another dice. No, I lost my dice.
Dice rolling tray. Great way of not losing them.
I have like all my dice on my desk in front of me. I have a tray, but I don't keep them in there.
way too many dice. Yeah,
Brings out like just an entire Santa's bag of dice. Yeah, I got a bit too many dice.
I'm assuming you guys have seen Critical Role at some point.
There's a tragic story behind that one, but yes, I'm familiar with it.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the current dice bag Laura Bailey has? I mean, it's actually the size.
She has like she loans
It's the size of a soccer ball.
out her dice to everyone else.
Size of a football, a soccer ball.
Wow.
I need another D10.
It's ridiculous.
Gosh, I need to organize these things.
She's a dice goblin at heart. What can we say?
Yeah, aren't we all?
I'm just gonna use this other screen set that I have. Some lost.
The fancy clickety clacks.
No, I just grabbed a handful of them because I don't have these separated.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is a black one. Just a handful of them, guys.
By Elms.
It's just a handful. That is just like I just grabbed a random handful to try to find a D10.
And you don't have a D10 in there.
It's okay. I'll just grab another set. And
You can also roll it twice if you want to.
No, I found a green set that I can.
All right.
D10. Like I said, I just have to organize these.
This is a special moment. You need like the good dice.
I get like 2 ones. Okay, here I go.
And I'm betting this spider has like 3 hit points left.
I got a 9 and a 1.
9 and a 1. Ah, well. It's a 10. Otherwise, it would have been a 9 or a 1.
So still a spider.
So it's still a roast spider. It's still it drops down into the water and it drifts off.
Oh, good.
All right, so 1 spider
Sorry about
left.
that, guys.
Hey, no problem. It happens. Next time, just keep all of them ready, just to be sure.
I dropped the other because I have my set that I used last week or last time, and then I dropped a couple of those that I can't find them.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to get another set.
All right. It's the spider's turn now. So the spider, let's see, it stays there, and it now tries to bite Ella because Ella murdered its companion. And that is...
My name is Spider Montoya. You'll kill my brother.
That's a 12.
Okay, that hits.
All right. Hit the wizard. Always a good idea.
Hold up.
Hold up. All right.
I'm going to reuse a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Deflect attack. You're now rolling at disadvantage.
At disadvantage. Let's see if I don't roll better now. And I do.
Steal the feather.
So still the 12.
I tried.
Yeah, that you did. So that is... Ooh, nice. Or nasty, depending on what side you're on. That's 11 piercing damage. And a constitution saving throw.
Okay. Oh no. So that's 5. But yeah, +1, so 6.
6. That's a fail. That means this is going to hurt. But I don't know how much HP Ella had. Hmm?
I think she's out. She has
Already?
no, she's got the bonus too, so she's down to
She's a wizard. That means she's dead.
she's down to 3 right now.
Yeah, this is going to hurt you real bad. Because it doesn't matter how much I roll right now. You're unconscious, but you're stable. You feel the bite in the fangs. You feel them dig into you, and it hurts like hell. But you're up, and it's barely up. And then suddenly you feel a warm pulse inside of you, and you drop down backwards.
And so it begins.
But I am going to say she's down, but she's
Oh, no.
stable. And probably poisoned.
Wait, not even the 2 temporary hit points protected that? Damn it.
I'm happy that I'm dead.
Well,
No,
I
not
tried.
dead, you're unconscious.
Okay, almost dead.
And you don't have to roll death saves because you're stable. So that's something.
Thank
All
you.
right. Stilfin.
Command Fred, move through and attack.
We're gonna say Freya stands in over just next to the body of Ella. Ella is not really a big girl, I think, or is she?
No.
No, okay. So, Freya manages to stand around her. Let's put it that way.
Step over her. Keep her out of the way.
So you see an unconscious
And
Ella.
pokes for 19.
Pokes. Oh, it hits. And you see a cat standing with the 4 paws over Ella in the middle through it.
And this is apparently Freya's house. 8 plus 3.
All right. Let's see, that's a 0. And 8 plus 3 is set. That's 11. Nope, other way around. Not adding, subtracting. There we go. All right, Freya hits the spider in the face, and you see a few of the eyes pop. It's furious, but it's alive. Alrighty, Ferret. Can you make that? Because everybody's in the way.
Stilfin still has an action.
Oh yeah, Stilfin self. Sorry.
Stilfin still has its action. If I take a step back, will it provoke attack of opportunity?
If you step away, yes.
Could use reaction.
I think you can stay where you are. It's fine.
Yeah, I think you could still, technically you could still move through me. So, regardless, I'll hold the course and shoot it in the face.
So from where you are.
Yep.
That's a disadvantage then. And you can technically walk through. The problem is the spider is blocking the path, and everybody's standing in the spaces that that are in front of it. So it's not that you can't move through people. There's just no space to move to.
Mechanics question.
Yes.
Could he technically just lift Stilfin up and move him out of the way?
With a roll or two, yes.
Well, there's that at least. By the way, the revolver, 18.
18, it hits. That's with disadvantage?
No range penalty on pistol.
Really? Ah, okay.
According to the Eberron book, I could be wrong. We could always house rule its disadvantage. if you prefer.
Let's keep it at it for now, and I'll look into how it works in the Everon book, because I only know the rules from the normal Dungeon Master Guide. I think it's in.
Yeah, I thought it was weird in Eberron too, but I just wrote it down as that.
I'll check it out, and we'll keep it like it is right now.
Okay, you got it. And 7 plus 1.
7 plus 8 damage. 8 damage. So that's 13. And that, yes. Okay, cool. So like I said before, Verit.
So, Stiflin, I would assume, is a small creature, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
Stilfin's class is small.
Okay, so can I stand over him?
You know what?
Nice.
You know what? Let's say yes. Well, no, wait. player character centaur is a medium creature.
And player character gnome is a small creature.
Yes, but medium and small can't occupy the same space. It's only tiny and medium,
Is that so?
as far as I know.
I'll trust you on that.
I mean,
Okay, it's fine anyway. I like.
let's see if there's something.
The water's down.
Check the player's handbook, page 191.
191.
There is some stuff about occupying same space.
Yeah, I was looking for it, but I didn't know where it was. Creature size, space.
I have a lot of dumb notes for DM work.
Jordan surround, yes. Squeezing into a smaller space. Nothing on that subject specifically, but wait, let's just say yes, you can, because why not?
Well,
Still feel cower.
in that circumstance, then I'll use my bonus action to proc Storm Tundra again to grant everyone else, my allies again, another 2 additional temporary hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Would that technically grant Ella 2 as well?
2 temporary hit points, not actual hit points.
That, and technically, as in, she's poisoned.
Yeah, so it might do something, might not. Either way, I'm going to reckless attack once more, and I'm going to swing at that spider.
Alright. Go attack.
Oof. That's good. That's a 23 to hit.
23,
Holy
yeah,
cow.
that hits. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
So 5. I'm trying to do the math. So that's 10 damage on the greatsword with an additional 2 frost damage.
So 12 damage. And once again, the spider's still up. He has frost all over his body. He's lost 2 of his limbs through that stroke of yours, but it's still standing. And Ella is down, so that means spider turn. And you hear a pop.
Oh, for God's sake, dude.
And it's not visible. So, Stilfin, it's your turn, and you cannot see a spider. I so
Okay.
love these things.
I will. Do I know where it went, or it's still in the same area?
You just saw the spider go.
Like what?
You heard a pop, and then it's not there.
Okay, I'm going to instruct Freya to take a swing at the space that it was in, just to see what happens.
Let me just
I'm
put it
assuming
this
I'm
way.
rolling
No,
at
you don't have to
disadvantage?
roll. He swing. Freya swings, and it's nothing there.
Okay.
But you're still in initiative.
I'm going to move beside Janie.
Yeah, you're standing next to her. Yeah.
You too. Okay. Medicine to try and cure poison. I'll do the medicine check to try and stop the poison.
All right. Roll me medicine.
Suck the venom out of the wound.
Apparently that's a bad thing.
Oh,
Not a bad thing per se, but you can't do that. It doesn't work.
quickly grabbing Stilfin's actual medicine. Not bad. Holy dang.
What?
That 20.
All right. So,
Oh.
okay. She is not up. She's not conscious, but she... Yeah, no, I believe you. I believe you. Don't worry. But she's not up, but she's not poisoned anymore. That was an action.
Oh, good.
Yes.
So you're stable, you're at 0 hit points, and you're not poisoned.
And I'm going to leave, and Freya's going to be given the command for dodge.
All right. So that's disadvantage on attacks against Freya, right?
Right.
All
And I'm
righty.
going to make sure Stilfin is still within 5 feet of Freya.
Yeah. Oh well. If you're standing where you were, then yeah, that's no problem. You were standing all you were all standing about next to each other. It's a bit messy there because everybody's standing over everybody. But basically, you're in the 2 spaces next to each other, all of you. So.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. Verit.
So this thing just disappears, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Do I know anything from my homelands that do something similar to this?
You can roll me a nature check if you want.
I will roll you a nature check. Guessing not, 'cause that's an 8.
No, you've never seen spiders that do this before. You've never heard of them.
Okay, well, before my rage effect ends for the end of this turn, I'll do another bonus action just to let the tundra effect blow off again.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be another 2 temporary hit points around.
Mm-hmm.
To everyone.
Don't affect Ella because she's unconscious. So, but Freya and Stilfin, they do get it.
And then I'm gonna keep the greatsword ready, and I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to wait.
Well, Ella's still unconscious, so sorry, can't do anything. And then suddenly, pop, and it's there, and it bites into your back, Ferret.
Oh no!
Oh yes.
Reaction with disadvantage.
Of course.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think that mattered much. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, that's a hit.
That's a hit. All right. So that means D10.
Wouldn't it?
What?
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say if it's disadvantage.
That was
Wouldn't it
disadvantage.
be the lowest of the 2?
Yeah, and it was the lowest of the 2.
Oh wow.
That's...
Sorry, dude. I tried.
No, that's a 5 piercing damage and a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. Saving throw. Let's see.
I'll be right back.
That's unnatural 20. 16 plus 4.
All right. So you're not poisoned, but
It hurt.
that is halved 11 poison damage.
Whew.
Yeah, that was a good roll.
That's halved.
That was that was halved. Yeah.
You don't really say. That got the temporary hit points.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, the spider stays there and Stilfin's turn again.
Command Freya to go attack.
Alright. Freya turns around. Basically, I'm not gonna turn because it's annoying right now. And it's standing next to it, so it can attack.
13 plus 4.
Yeah, that hits. That hits.
Okay. 4 plus 4 physical plus 4 piercing plus 3 force.
All right. Freya hits the spider in the face and pops the other few eyes that it didn't do yet the first time. Spider wriggles around a bit, stumbles backwards onto its back, and it's and its paw and its legs curl inwards, dying on the spot. There we go. Now I'm gonna switch back to the other screen again. Just a moment. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Oh, gonna have to switch the cameras around again. Just a moment. Because that's not everybody's name. Wait, what? Where is Nick? Just a moment.
I died.
Just a moment, Al. You'll be back in a second.
I died.
Oh, he didn't die. There you
Literally
go.
Killed me off.
You're there. You're just in the wrong place.
Sorry, I was late. I slept.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It happens. There we go. Everybody's in the right place again. Alrighty. There we go. So, 3 dead spiders and a few dead, what you assume are criminals. Thieves or of some kind. And you're in the sewer.
I take a deep breath as I briefly examine the fang wound on my rear, just to make sure it wasn't poisoned, which it wasn't.
You look at it and you know you're not poisoned. You feel you felt the poison enter you, but you know your physique. You felt it basically shrug it off.
I look down to Ella, and I look to Stiflin, and then I look to the corpse of the supposed gang leader, and I want to search the body, as I say, try and preserve her life if possible.
All right.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
You find give me an investigation check.
16.
16. All right. You find 7 gold pieces,
Nice.
4 copper, and a small vial with a red liquid in there.
I hold up the vial, and then I'll hold it out towards Stiflin, because you'll probably know what that is more than I will.
I look at it. What do I want? What should I roll to identify it?
Arcana. Or Arcana, depending on how you pronounce it.
Well, it's going to be an awesome roll. 15 plus 5.
All right, you know that that's a potion of healing. You can just see it by the specific color, the way it moves. Yeah.
Potion of healing. Give it here now.
Take it, my friend.
Take it. Give it, and I'll administer it.
Yeah.
To Ella.
All right. Your brain is starting to fill on me. 1d4, 2d4, 2d4 plus 2. Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
Yep. 3, 3, 8.
8. So Ella is up with 8 HP.
Are you okay? Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead.
Where's the spider?
Kitty Chow.
Okay. Are they all dead? Are they gone?
Everyone, including the criminals.
You okay?
Yes, I'm alive.
Don't do that.
Don't let the spiders bite me.
Well, Freya's not the best at defending things that aren't short. She tries.
Right, you see 4 other bodies of criminals, thieves laying around, and then you see, when you look up Ella, the last spider that popped up behind him. You see him curled up with the legs in the air.
And he's dead.
Yes.
Bestest kitty ever.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure that he's actually dead before I look.
You give him another kick.
Yes.
You stupid fucking.
I'm gonna quickly check the other bodies for anything that of value or parts or things like that.
All right. If nobody else wants to do that, you can give me 3 rolls. Or if
Okay.
somebody else wants to do it, you can split them among you.
Yeah, I'll look for look.
Oh, wait, 4 rolls. So 2 for Stilfin, 2 for Ella then.
16 for the first investigation and 15 for the second investigation.
All right. You find 10 gold pieces and 3 copper in total. You also find, and Verid as well, by the way, you both find 2 daggers. For the other one, I forgot, yes, 2 daggers. Those 2 both have 2 daggers on them. And a short...
So I found a dagger as well.
Yeah, you found 2, Verid.
Okay, cool. I'll pick
And
up
Stilfin found 2 daggers and a short sword.
Okay.
What did you roll, Ella?
6 plus 3.
Yeah, that's a 9. And the second one?
Oh, I'm supposed to do it again. Okay. 16 plus 3.
19 then?
Yes.
All right. You find 7 gold pieces, 2 copper, and you find a what looks like a golden signet ring on one of them, and this one has a rapier.
very unmodernized weaponry, very useless weaponry. As he holds up the dagger like a butter knife.
Like a kitchen knife, like when you eat with.
Yeah, he's good. This thing wouldn't kill even the smallest of my kind.
It still looks like a giant sword to Stilfin.
Yeah, he does.
By the way, I also reload the revolver. I've taken the ammo.
Yeah,
Or
sure.
not just my ammo
assume.
counts.
All right. Then, well, that's the end of these guys. But Freya looks at you. Stilfin, you have a. It's not familiar. Do you have a mental link with Freya?
Yes.
Yes. You have a feeling that she still has the scent.
Send the command to continue. Look to the others. Freya says she can still find it. Should we send her to? Should we continue?
I'm gonna tuck away my new rapier weapon.
You never know when it comes handy.
Yes, I think it'd be a good idea if we kept following the cat. I seemingly trust your instinct, despite the fact that you hold the thunder in your hand.
Oh, explain when we're not in trouble, but it's Stilfin's second most favorite thing. It came from Master. You can tell Stilfin is also kind of rattled. This is probably the first time he's seen real combat.
Yeah, and he has never fired this thing in such an enclosed space before, so he was scared by he was surprised by the sound as well.
Oh yeah.
You all have a little bit of a ring in your ear.
Yeah, Vera listens to the ring. He says, "It is a strong storm. Certainly would stir up a tundra."
I can tell you more about it later, but we should probably deal with the giant rat right now.
More than likely.
Gonna hide behind you. Follow Freya.
I
Alright.
follow Freya.
Freya keeps on moving ahead.
Oh, did Stefan drop the torch, by the way?
It was out, so I'm assuming in
I
combat.
got it in the box, so I could just go and light it back up as I put away my greatsword.
All right, no problem. You got the torch. All right, you follow Freya. And you go on for another 5. You find a few you find a crossroads here, a T intersection there. But Freya keeps on the path. Once having to jump over, but still smelling the trail on the other side. You still see the cobwebs and the spider webs everywhere. So you have a feeling that these are a a normal occurrence. Well, normal as far as you can call it occurrence around here. Suddenly, just ahead of you, you guys see a spot where it's surprisingly clean, where there's no cobwebs. You walk up, and Freya stops for a moment, finding that the smell basically stops right there, and she stops right at the edge where the smell stops.
Have we found it?
It's a bigger room. You entered a bigger room, where it's basically where people can do maintenance or stuff like that. So it's about a 15 by 15 foot room.
And we're just like at the entryway of it right now.
Yeah.
How far into the room can we see with the torch lit?
With the torch lit, you can see the entire room. It's empty basically. It's just stone everywhere, but empty. Square room. And you see a door on the other side.
I look to the other two. They say, so very close behind me.
Okay.
Neither do I. As I'm gonna cautiously make my way in first.
All right, let me check for a moment. Okay. Verit walks walks into the room, and even before you guys, Ella and Sylphin and Freya can walk in as well. Something weird seems to happen with what you see. Verit, can you give me a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage, please?
I have date. Can I? Is this something I can see, or does it about to happen?
No. There's on one hand, yes, but because of abilities, no.
Okay. Same roll either way. 7.
7. Yeah, you failed. Which means you walk forward and you take. Let me check.
That's a lot of dice.
You take 10 acid damage.
Oof.
You can't breathe. You are restrained, and you feel the burn over your entire body. Ella and Stilfin, you see a bit of a wobble to his visage.
Uh-oh. I mean, uh-oh.
So I am going to ask you guys to roll initiative again, just so for the action's sake.
Okay.
16.
Ooh, nice. That's better.
That's
14.
fitting. That's a very fitting 1. So that's 2.
It was 14 for Stilfin?
Yes.
All right, and a 1 for... No extras?
Plus 1.
Plus 1, so a 2. Okay. I'm gonna have to roll for myself as well. Ooh.
0.
It was a good roll, but it has a lot of minuses. Okay. And while you are standing there, let's see, is that... Yeah, okay, cool. You all see Verit moving away from you, while a big, square, wobbly thing, which is almost translucent, moves away from you.
Oh no.
What is that?
Barrett! Barrett!
He cannot respond. Ella is the first. It's your move. After that, because this was basically the movement was out of combat, and then it's your turn.
Okay. So there's a big kind of thing moving away.
Yeah, it's a big, square, translucent thing.
Um,
And there it is, a bit suspended in it.
um,
Shoot it now.
yeah, fireball it.
Mr. Manual. Yeah.
+3. Okay, I'm gonna fireball.
Firebolt, alright.
I got a 5 + 3, so 8.
8. That hits.
Oh, okay.
Didn't expect that one, did you?
No, I did not. Okay, I'm gonna roll a d10. I got. Just that. Is the line on top or the bottom of the number?
The line should be at the bottom.
Okay, so this is a 9.
Alright, 9 damage. Let me see if he has any... Nope, no problem there.
Okay, can I do a bonus action?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I have hunters.
Or you have what?
I have a. I just saw this thing. Sorry.
No problem.
I could have sworn I just saw that she had Hunter's Mark, but I don't see it anymore. Never mind.
No problem. If you find it later, we'll maybe retroactively. All right. The firebolt hits it. You see a few a little spot burst out from it. You see some liquid stuff hit the walls, sizzle a bit, and then vaporize. And the cube, basically the cube, as you see it, just sits there. It is the start of its turn, which means that Verit is going to be in a bit of pain. Yeah. Let's see. 10. Yeah, you're not gonna like this. 21 acid damage.
Do I even need to tell you that I'm
Unconscious? No, you
Yeah.
don't. I assumed. So the barbarian is you see a little bubble of air out of his mouth. It's hanging there, suspended as well, and that's all you can see because he wasn't moving before anyway. Stilfin.
Is panic attack a valid option for Stilfin?
Yeah, if you want to.
Can't command Freya to pull him out, can I?
You can, and that might involve some rolls.
Yes. I'm gonna give Freya the help command and instruct Freya to try and pull out.
All right.
Grab the closest part, chomp down, and just haul ass backwards.
No problem. Then in that case, we're gonna make it a dexterity. It's called. It is officially a saving throw. So a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage.
Okay. Just let me double check the steel defender. Okay.
I'm a bit of homebrewing this because I don't think it's possible, but I like it.
First roll, 19.
And then the second.
Lucky blue, don't fail me now. 16.
16, all right.
15 plus 1 for dex.
So Freya doesn't even use her paw. She just dives in with her head, bites down on the leg. I'm not saying it's not going to go and do any damage, but she's chomping down pretty hard. And then she pulls. I need a strength check.
Oh, good. The one that she's better at.
Yeah, she pulls out her head, And the leg is partially out, but the Verid is still partially in there.
15.
15, all
13
right.
plus 2.
Yeah, and then she pulls back, and Verid gets onto the floor. Unconscious, but alive.
Okay.
And now it's still your turn.
That's the bonus action. And
Mhm.
then, let me pull up Stilfin. And then I'm going to Cure Wounds because Stilfin's first theory is if the big scary guy is down, I'm in trouble. So he's basically freaking out right now.
Yeah, understandable. All right, that means Verit. That saving throw.
Oh, shite. Nat 20.
Nat 20. You're up with 1 HP.
Does Cure Wounds give many extra hit points back?
What do you mean?
Stilfin's own ability, first level Cure Wounds.
Yeah. But what do you mean? The question.
He's gonna cast. Stilfin's gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Oh wait, I thought you cast it on yourself. Sorry, you cast it on him.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. No, that saving throw. What did you roll? I misunderstood. Sorry.
I hadn't rolled the Cure Wounds yet. I was waiting for you to give me the call to do it.
Sorry. No, just roll it, and then we'll do that differently. Keep the nat 20 in mind, though. I'm not gonna take that away from you.
Okay.
8 plus 3.
8 plus 3, so that's 11 HP for Verid. He comes up, and use your nat 20 however you like, because that was my mistake.
Rage and swing on a bitch?
Go ahead.
Just straight get up and then just swing? Yeah, just full of pure anger and testosterone.
Yeah, this is. I know you're a barbarian and you rage, but this is really, really focused rage. Let me put it that way.
I'm gonna do double the dice so that
All right.
multiplying it.
I always like more dice.
First lot. That looks like it hurts. So that's 9 plus 5 plus an additional 5 is 20, 23 with rage, 25 damage.
25 damage.
I put its fucking 21 acids damage to shame.
Yeah, you slice into the cube. You basically scoop out an entire section of it, almost a fifth of it, and you splatter it against another wall. Again, a lot of sizzling and then vaporizing of it. It seems a bit smaller, and it shakes a bit as if it's angry as well.
You hear Stilfin shout, "Don't do that! Don't get hurt!"
Ella, it's your turn.
Okay, so it's not dead yet.
Nope. It's easy to hit, but it's tough.
Okay, oh, she does have Hunter's Mark, by the way.
Then we'll say their Hunter's Mark's active.
Okay.
For next time, it's easier to do that as the first action, so that you get the extra damage for the second.
Okay, so you don't have to do the bonus action after?
No. Bonus action. You have a action and a bonus action. In what order you use it, it's completely up to you.
Okay, sorry.
No problem. No problem.
Everybody learns.
Yeah.
She is going to try to cast Scorching Ray.
Scorching Ray. All right, that's 3 attacks.
Okay. And that is plus 3. Okay, that's 11 plus 3.
That hits.
It's 2d6.
I would say roll all 3 attacks, and then roll all the dice that you need to roll for that. That's easier for yourself.
This is a 6 plus 3.
Hits.
Okay. And 8 plus 3.
Hits as well.
Okay.
And then just count all the dice together and roll it.
So that would be 66.
That might hurt.
Oh, 60. Woof.
Not 66, 6d6.
That's still pretty good. I was going to say, I was the wrong job.
3. I'm counting my dice to get 6 of them. 4. 5 and 6. Oh, you hear all those dice?
All of them.
Clickety clacks.
Okay. Got 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5. So 5, 10.
That's 19, right?
I think so.
Yes, 19.
All right, 19 damage. Not bad. So the 3 rays, they emit from you. You put your hands around your necklace again, and you thrust your arms forward, and 3 red flaming rays shoot out from the necklace into the cube, hitting it at 3 different points. Sorry?
There's also a D6 for Hunter's Mark.
Oh, do that as well.
Okay. 3.
So that's 22 in total. All right, and and you see 3 holes being shot, open up where the scorching rays hit. So you actually blast through them at each point, and then it coalesces back together. Still up, and it is its turn. It slowly slides closer, and then from the side a bulbous protrusion extends, and it tries to smack Stilfin.
You're doing it with disadvantage.
Sure, with disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm blowing Freya's reaction on it.
Yeah, then that is a 8.
Miss.
Yeah, it
I cower.
Freya basically growls at it, and it didn't expect that, and it hits the floor in front of you. And it was a pretty clean room, but where you came in, you left a bit of a mud trail, and the part where the pseudopod hit the floor, it basically burns away all the mud that was on the floor.
Oh.
Stilfin, you go.
All right. Standard. Start with Freya attacking it.
Mm-hmm.
18 plus 4.
Hey, that's a hit.
Okay. And 6 plus 3.
6 plus 3, that is 9. Freya manages to slash some of the cube away again. It really seems to be having trouble keeping itself together. It's still standing. It's still big, but it seems to be in a worse state than before.
Okay. And I'll fire. And I'm going to use one of my infusions, repeating shot.
So that's 2 shots.
It just basically gives me a free +1 ammo.
Oh, great. Yeah. So many new things.
13.
13, that hits.
Okay. 8.
8.
+1 for the dex bonus. So 10 in total.
10 in total. All right, you shoot your bullet straight through it, and again a hole appears where it hits, and it hits the wall on the other side. It basically burrowed its way through it. It tries to coalesce, but there's still a little hole, and it's really going slowly. It's really having difficulty pulling itself back together.
Well, there goes the hope magic does extra to it.
Yeah, go for it.
Bonus action to do the storm
Yeah.
aura again to give everyone around me, all my allies around me, +2 bonus hit points.
Mm-hmm.
Reckless attack, swing on a bitch.
You go.
That's no. That's no. Yeah. 21 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
That hits good.
It hit good.
And then 10 damage on the greatsword.
Mm-hmm.
Additional 6 cold damage.
All right. You slash into it. You hit it at the basically at the top, and you slice through it all the way down. And where you cut it, it starts to rip rip through to the other side. Then it basically drops down in 2 parts, and it slowly starts to dissolve away itself. And it's gone.
Ferret takes a well-needed breath. He was holding his breath that entire time, just from anger. Just all as the cold air just erupts from his mouth. He politely then says, "Thank you."
Don't do that!
Wasn't my intention to be engulfed in slime.
What was that?
This is very stressful.
You tell me about it. I was the one who was engulfed in it. Whatever this must have been either the thing that was causing the damage, or it ate the thing that caused the damage, if this is where the scent ends.
Yeah, but now that the thing is gone, Freya sends you another feeling idea. It's not words per se. She lets you know that now that the thing is not blocking the entrance, she can smell, not in the room itself because that's been cleaned out thoroughly. On the doors, she smells faintly the trail picking up again.
Freya found it again. Are everyone okay to keep going?
I'm fine-ish. How about everyone else?
I'm fine.
Fine.
We can keep pressing on, see how far we can get before we all start truly dying.
Can I medicine check to try and at least patch him up a little bit?
You can't heal people with a medicine check if I'm right. You need either
Sorry,
if you have a healing kit and you have the right feat for that, you might. But otherwise, you need healing spells or potions,
yeah.
or a short rest.
We should probably keep going. Freya's got the trail again.
If that is wise, we'll keep going.
Like I said, you don't have to, but you can take a short rest, of course.
This room does this room look protectable?
The one door on the other side is closed, and there's a bolt on the. No, there's not a bolt. It's just a door that can open. You can maybe keep an eye on it. You don't have anything to bar it with, and the other side has no door. But there's only 2 entrances.
We can rest here for a few moments, just to get our breaths.
Yeah,
That might be a good
takes
idea.
about an hour, but you know that you weren't on the clock on this one. So it's not like you have to be there in like 10 minutes to save anyone or anything. You're just investigating, basically.
Maybe we should take a breather then.
We'll take a breather.
Alright, you can all roll your hit dice. Remember, for each hit dice you roll, you can add your Constitution modifier for healing. And you can roll them
I'm the
separately.
only one who's not hurt.
Sorry?
I'm the only one not hurt.
Yeah. But you can roll your, for I don't know if everybody has idea how they work. You can roll them separately, add your Constitution modifier for healing, and do that as many times as you have hit dice.
Let's do. Where are they? Which one is it? I'll do 2d12.
Mm-hmm.
That's 9 plus 8. Yeah, 9 plus 8.
All right. So everybody rolled up what they need, or at least to what they feel
Okay, I am
comfortable.
just so confused.
Sorry.
So whatever it says, my total hit dice is roll again.
Oh no,
Or
you
just
have
one?
you have an action. You're level 3, so you have 3 hit dice. I don't know what you have d6s, I think.
Yes.
Casters are D6.
Yeah. So you can roll those all together or separately. For each die that you roll, you can add your Constitution modifier, and that's a total you heal. So you can roll 1 plus 1 times your Constitution modifier, or 2 plus 2 times your Constitution modifier. But once you use them, you don't get them back until the next long rest, and you only get half back per turn, per time that you take a long rest.
Okay.
So how much
Okay,
you?
so I'll just roll one since I was up to like 9.
Sure, sure.
And I got 5.
Then plus your Constitution modifier,
That's 6.
6, so you heal 6 points.
Okay, so I'm fully healed.
Yeah, great.
Just give me
Sorry.
a brief moment, guys. I'll be back shortly.
Yeah, sure. All right, so you're sitting in the room, you're healing up, you're taking a breather. You're basically there for an hour. It's quiet. It's really strange to be in a room that is this clean. In the sewers for one, but even on the outside, nothing ever gets this clean. So it's a weird feeling. It's a weird look. Freya's walking around a bit. I don't know if you guys are doing anything.
I'll do some minor like maintenance on Freya while we wait.
Yeah.
It's Stilfin's way of keeping himself busy because anyone who takes a look at him can tell he's a little rattled from this.
Yeah, there was a little gore on Freya from the spiders. Oh, God damn it. I hate colds. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh, by the way, Ella.
Yes.
That ring that you found. Have you taken a look at it? This is just me. This is just a DM giving a hint.
Could take a look at it now. Do I have time to?
Do you don't have identify, do you? Or
I don't think I do. Let me see. No.
all right. You can feel a magical aura emanating from it. Without identify, you cannot be certain what it does, but you can put it on and see what it does.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll put it on.
You just put it on. All right, you're taking the risk. So you slide the ring around your finger. It is a signet ring, but the logo on it doesn't seem familiar. When you picked it up, it didn't seem familiar. When you put it on now, it's blank. And you put it on, and you feel tougher. You feel stronger. Out of character. This is a ring of protection. You get +1 to your AC and to your saving throws.
Good. Congrats.
She can use it.
Yes.
So, and just as a flavor thing, if you want to, you can focus on it, and you can give the ring any kind of signet, any kind of logo, any kind of image that you want it to be on the top. So if you have a sign for yourself or for your family or whatever, you can mentally focus on that, and then it appears on there in relief.
It's going to be a lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt. All right, cool. All right, basically waiting for Vera to come back.
Out of curiosity, do you
Yes.
know if his weapon is +1 or if it's just a standard?
The Verit's weapon, you mean?
Yep.
It is a frostbrand. So it's
Okay.
it does not have a +1, but it has extra damage on a hit.
Okay. Just wondering, just determining what Stilfin's going to do when he comes back.
All right, cool.
I have a couple of infusions left I can blow.
Okay, Ella says, I'm stronger. My ring is making me stronger.
That's good. You don't want to become Spider Child. They look kind of grumpy.
No spider child for me.
Also, don't get bit by a spider again. That was stressful.
Yeah, I don't want to die.
I don't want you to die either. Freya says you're nice.
Freya's nice too, and so are you.
I'm just nervous about being down here. This is the first time I've actually been in combat.
You'll be fine. We'll
That's
look
good.
out for you. Protect you.
All right, there's Verd again.
Before we head out, Stilfin does go up to. Oh man, I am sorry. I keep getting
Barrett.
them botched. Verret. Okay, I keep thinking Ariat for some reason.
Ariat.
Mr. Verret, your sword's really nice. Can I ask you something about it?
Oh wait, he's we can't hear you.
Yes.
Sorry. Can I do something to make it better?
I give it a little bit of a dodgy look, and I admire my sword. I say, "What do you mean better?"
Well, being an artificer, I can kind of move magic about and imbue and temporarily infuse it into things. I can make your sword shinier.
Sounds like complete bullshit. So very, he's like, don't know how that's possible, but so far you haven't used that thunder cannon on me, so I suppose
I
make
built
sure
Freya.
it doesn't get used on it. And he kneels his body down, and he just rests he holds the top of his greatsword and he places the blade down to the floor just to allow for full access, basically.
Okay.
He says,
Stilfin uses
he says
his second-
it doesn't leave my hands though.
No, and to be honest, I couldn't carry it if I wanted to.
That's true.
I believe that.
Okay, anyways, hold real still, and if you smell burning, sorry. Stilfin is going to use the enhanced weapon infusion. You get +1 to attack and damage rolls until he lifts the infusion.
Just from a DM standpoint, that works on magical weapons as well.
I'll drop the information in Discord.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was in. I know you can do it, but I don't. Simple or martial weapon. Yeah, it doesn't say that it doesn't work on magical. So yeah, this works.
+1 to damn, okay.
So as long as he has it on, so you can do more than what, 3 or something.
3, I can change them at will.
Yeah, and but you have to drop 1 to do a new one.
Right.
Yeah.
So far, I've got repeating shot for myself, and now enhanced on the sword.
Yeah. All right.
So you feel that you'll see it start to glow a little bit, and you can definitely tell he's charged it up somehow.
Very lifts it. It doesn't feel any more weighted down. Says, interesting. I'm searching cool.
Just don't become Spider or Gelatinous Cube Chow now, please. You're nice. I don't want to see you go.
Sylvanas will take me when he feels it's right.
Well, preferably not now.
Preferably not now.
Death is stupid.
Look toward Ella. Be rather silent over there. For most of the journey, I would say.
I completely missed that.
You've been rather silent for most of the journey, I would personally say.
I'm a silent person.
I missed that one as well.
Yeah, loud typing.
I'm a silent person.
Sorry.
What is it you do?
I walk.
You
She's not wrong.
you walk?
Yes, with my legs.
I do that as well. I'm very well versed in walking.
Yes. Yeah, not tripped once.
All right. If I don't know if you want to do anything else, but otherwise your short rest can be over.
And I think as soon as the short rest is over, Vera will stand up and open the door.
All right. So the door on the other side, it just opens. There's no bolt or lock on it. And you see not a sewer, but a stone hallway that leads on. It's a small one. You can barely fit in. The rest has no problems. Which goes on into the dark. But there are some sconces on the wall. They're not lit, but they are hanging there.
Yay, we can see.
No, they're not lit.
Oh. Yay, I can see.
Yeah.
I relight my torch back up that's in the box. I'm like, this will eventually burn out, so let's make this last one count. If it is one.
All right. You light your own torch. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you keep on walking. You don't light any of the sconces, I'm assuming.
No.
Alright.
It's just my own torch as I'm moving down.
Right. So you keep walking. And while you're walking down the hallway, you hear something behind you, and that's where we're gonna end the session for today.
Ooh.
Oh no, not again.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
No more spiders.
No more spiders. Not at the moment.
I picked a great time to give you a +1.
Yeah, we're gonna smash shit up next time round.
I hope you liked the session today.
It was a blast, dude. Thank you.
It's fun.
Yeah, very fun.
Just a moment.
Dice. No.
Thanks for the follow, Wobby. And pertaining to your question, Wobby, it is just a level 1. It is a level 1 spell, but on level 1, a cleric cannot use a lot of spells, just like most casters. So it does a lot of damage, but it means that there's almost nothing else you can do because you use it already. So you can say it's OP on one hand because it's strong, but it's one use, and clerics often have other spells that might be more interesting. So it's a bit of a power trade-off. It's not. I don't think it's OP, honestly. All right. Thanks for being here, guys. As far as as I know, in 2 weeks is the next one. I don't know if everybody is available. So this is the 29th of February. Everybody okay?
Yeah. Oh, we're doing on a leap year. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
It's
be
a leap
available.
episode. Alex too?
Should be home. It's
Yeah, I'll be fine.
like the middle of the night for me, so I should be home.
Yeah. Take a nap this time.
I'm really sorry, I forgot. I was playing on my I was playing Destiny like all day and I forgot.
Just Ron, I don't know if you're reading the chat.
Oh God.
All right. Oh wait. Experience. I forgot to give you experience last time. So, you all get, and I'm going to tell this to Jay as well. You all get 690 experience from this and last session. 690.
So that's in total, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's per person.
Okay, 690.
All right. Yeah, 96. Sure. It just happened to be that way. Thanks for being here, people. Like I said, the hat has followed you. That's awesome. In 2 weeks, we'll do another D&D stream. That's on Saturday again, just like this one. Next week, Wednesday, I will be streaming either solo or co-op, depending on my co-conspirators if they're available. I stream every Wednesday and every other Saturday, and I try to stream more. I might be able to stream a bit tomorrow. We'll see. We'll look into that. And if you can let the people know who you are, what you do before we go, just Ron.
Of course, I am Just Drawn Radio. I do a radio show podcast. I talk about comics, comic book stuff. I also do some tattoo designs and some other random art stuff, occasionally write. And it's, as always, it's been a pleasure to be your high-strung gnome.
Right, Alex?
Alex Chitty Fearsome Barbarian, voice actor, longtime D&D player, and Twitter goon.
All right, and Janie?
Just me. I don't do a lot of stuff.
Hey, just tell them who you are. If you have anything else, then tell that, and if you don't, then don't. It's just.
Janie, I don't have anything else right now.
And it's Janie.
I guess it is now. Yeah.
All right. I hope to see you guys, all you guys, next time, and have a nice day, evening, or whatever it is, wherever you are. Bye.
Cheers, y'all.
See ya.